royal penis is clean, Your Highness.
To be fair, every romantic comedy ever made, except probably Brokeback Mountain, copy at least 40 to 100% of the plot from Cinderella. Just throwing that out there. In a kingdom far, far away, lived a king with first world problems. His only son was getting up there in age and showed no interest in getting married whatsoever. This disturbed the king because he really wanted grandkids, and not the ones out of wedlock either. See, back in the day, way before VH1 used to make TV shows and only made music videos, the only way famous men could find true love was to throw a bachelor party first, and maybe, just maybe, they could find a bride there as a payoff. At the ball, the prince was way too picky, so it's no wonder he wasn't able to say I do that night. In an M. Night Shyamalan twist of events, a character in the movie that had spent more than a third of their life with a silver spoon over their tongue becomes a servant, so by the end of the film, the movie's both a rags to riches and a riches to rags story at the same time. The main character works hard and does chores 16/7, and for the 8 hours he or she is sleeping, the main character has to sleep in a rat-infested house, so it's definitely a hard knock life. Meanwhile, the prince in the movie allegedly wants to sow his royal oats, so he asks out every woman in a 60-mile radius out on a date. It sucks because his standards are way too high, so much so, he even turns down a menage a trois opportunity with the two sisters. Eventually, the prince sees the main chick and it's love at first sight for him from the headshot alone. As an audience member, you can't wait for them to live happily ever after, but obstacles such as the Jerry Curl character stands in their way. Still, the irony of the whole story is that this technically isn't true love since the whole relationship is built off a whole bunch of lies. For one, the main chick doesn't even know he's a prince.
The prince? I haven't met the prince.
The prince?
And secondly, one of the lovebirds changes up their wardrobe to make it seem like they're a member of a different social class. So that's kind of awkward. See, lying is a big no-no in serious relationships. An expert once said, never lie, steal, cheat, or drink. But if you must lie, lie in the arms of the one that you love. Side note, that movie copied off of Cinderella too. But anyways, everything happens so fast and the girl runs a 4 flat away from the prince. This is the part when the parents have to get involved. The king is informed that his son is madly in love with the female lead. This leads to the royal entourage paying a visit to the girl's house. There, the girl's parent Googles the family's net worth and sees dollar signs and gets very gold diggery. The other daughter wants to marry the prince too, but it'll never happen. While all this is going on, the girl's parent doesn't want any interference from the competition, so he or she slams the door in the competition's face. For a split second, it looks like this is going to be like one of those Tyler Perry movies where the rich guy doesn't get the girl, but it's not because they get the king's blessing and both of the main characters agree to love each other until death do them part. There's a big wedding and everybody's in attendance. When it's over, all the people in the kingdom are waving high fives to them as they ride off in the cart to live happily ever after. Those are 24 reasons these movies are the same. You agree? Yes, no, maybe so? If not, politely share your thoughts in the comment section below and click the subscribe button for more 24 reason videos.
Best elevator music I've ever heard.